Harvest our Swiss chard. Starting to get some tomatoes now. Potatoes. We did harvest potatoes too. Only got 2 tiny little eggplants so far, and something's been trying to eat them. We got these weird looking peppers. They're not hot, they're sweet peppers. And we're getting some peppers. Green peppers. These are another like banana pepper, sweet pepper. Good for like stuffing and cooking on the grill. They're almost like a banana pepper, but they're like a Hungarian sweet. And these are supposed to be carnival. They're supposed to be multiple colors, but they're all black. But they're good. And then our jalapenos, they're all coming out pretty good size, fat and stubby. You could cut them, fill them, some cream cheese, cook them on the grill. I am what I am. And then these are the rest of our potatoes on our drying rack, here and here. And the rest of our onions. That's probably the biggest onion I grew. Look at some of these potatoes, doubles. This one's got a head. Weirdos. Look at this one. Oh, it's an eye and nose. It's a nose and eye. And then this one. Potatoes are weird. But quite a few potatoes. We're going to let them dry out. We'll weigh them up. We had 70 pounds on the last batch. Not sure how many pounds are here. But we'll update you. We're keeping a log of everything we pick. How much it weighed, what it was. I star beside any first fruits. And then the date that we picked them. So I'm on to page 3, I think now, but it's probably wide ruled. And our aromas are going to have, see, none of my tomatoes are really turning yet. They're just starting. But I'm getting some 1 pound tomatoes. Some are bigger. I have some pretty big tomatoes. I got a nice little tomato orchard going out here. But the aromas are loaded everywhere. We are going to get a lot of tomatoes. So cucumbers are about done. We haven't had enough rain. Still getting quite a few cucumbers off of it. I'm ready for it to be done. I got plenty of cucumbers. Got cut cucumbers coming out my ears. But these aromas ought to be coming on pretty soon. I've gotten a few of them. But all the peppers, all the tomatoes, they all look really good. Look at that hoss. Big as my hand is, or bigger. I got one over here on this hillbilly. It's blowing up like a big old Brutus too. Yeah. That's that hillbilly one. See the leaves? Look like a sunflower. Should be orange. I have not gotten any ripe fruit off of that yet. You see how I do these? I let them sprout and then I cut the runners off. And that'll just stop right there. If you don't, this happens. See, I got another one here. I'll have to tie this up or it'll fall. Some of these, I didn't have cages for them. And this go crazy. That's a jalapeno. And this is my pumpkin. He's doing pretty good. That's in a pot. That's just a pumpkin in a pot. There's the pot right down there. See if you can see it. Yeah, right there. Yep. There's a pot right there. And that's what it's growing in. And I got pumpkins all over, growing out of that pot. And this thing's pretty big. Pretty nice looking pumpkin. Now if I trim back all these flowers and only let one of these grow, one of these, it's a giant pumpkin, but I had so much trouble with my pumpkins this year, I'm just letting this go. And they'll get fairly decent size. But if I just keep them trimmed back and only had the first one to start growing, and I would have been able to grow it all year, I could have grown a 1,000-pound pumpkin with these seeds. So these pumpkins will get really big if you let them. And yeah, see the zucchini kind of popping up through there. And that was all our corn back in there. But it's all gone, and the potatoes are all gone and replanted. So we're just on to peppers, tomatoes. Most of the onions are picked. Asparagus, we're just getting a few here and there. Lettuce I've let go to seed. I got cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, another picking of rhubarb, probably some more snap peas. This kohlrabi, look at the size of that thing. That's just a huge kohlrabi. That should have been picked a long time ago. There's my zebra tomatoes. See, they're striped. They should be red with green stripes when they ripen. So this is the first year for zebras. I'm not sure. Some of my Cherokees have come on, and I had a beefsteak. That's all I've had tomato wise. So all this is about to come on, and I don't know, I got 50 plants out here, 10 pounds of plant or more. Probably another 500 pounds or so. And I got to harvest all my sunflower heads. And I got, well, I haven't measured them. I don't want to say. I got some big sunflower heads. Measure your sunflower heads and tell me how big your sunflower heads are. And my next upload for Shed Wars, I'll put a measurement for my sunflower head width, side to side. I think this is what they call the mortgage lifter. It's got this, oh, looks like a small beefsteak. Man, they were so good though. And there's a ton of, I had one of those. And there's just tons of them in here. They're growing like cherry tomatoes. So you see that sunflower, there's the one I've been measuring, 14.4. Right there it says 11 foot 3.5. That's how tall that orange sunflower is. Finally got a few heads on it. That was the one I measured right there. That one's drying up. And then it got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more heads. And this one is 11 foot 3.5. Well, I got another one. It's surpassed it and has not got a head on it yet. And it's already taller than the, what was it, 11 foot 4? And that one's taller than 11 foot 4 and hasn't even produced a head, flowering head yet. So, should be pretty tall. So this is the book we're keeping track. We're putting pounds, ounces, and whatever. That's just how my scale reads, pounds, ounces, and I think that's grams. Or point ounces, I don't know. And then here I got a little more organized. Soft neck garlic, dried. Not not very heavy. And I put 19, but there's actually 20. Tammy put a quart of it in the refrigerator. I didn't even get it down on here. Charred. And we're starting our third page. So I went back and I had this card that I had picked stuff. But I added that to here. And now we're going to start. Onions, potatoes, tomatoes, and broccoli, cauliflower, mushmelons, watermelon, squash, zucchini we still have, and kale. And maybe some more potatoes. I'm not sure when this shed wars is over. Good color. Nice and meaty. See what it tastes like. Good tomato, very low acid, pretty mellow flavor. But very good. See, they got a sweet potato vine too. Only theirs is the light one.